Hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to AMS knowledge sharing session. In this video, I will show you how to implement FlashVPN network. Before you implement this network, I highly recommend to study about theory first, because if you don't know about theory, it's not easy to solve any issue, because troubleshooting skill is based on your experience and theory. If you are trying to get a prestigious computer job for a respective company, you need to have excellent technical skill and communication skills. If you are trying to take CCI Enterprise Infra exam, this video is for you. Okay, let's get started. R1 is ISP routers, R2 is hub routers, R3, R4, and R5 are sport routers. This topology is hub and spoke topology. Customer requirement is all sport routers need to communicate with hub as well as spoke-to-spoke communication. Let's say behind R2, most servers are behind R2. That's why all sport routers need to communicate with R2, and spoke-to-spoke communication also need to communicate spoke-to-spoke. Okay, before we configure this hub and spoke topology using FlashVPN, it's better to have configuration block to be easier for your configuration. Step 1, we need to enable Travel 8, and we need to configure Travel 8 authorization method list. Step 2, we need to configure IPv2 authorization policy, and IPv2 authorization policy. We need to define sport. We need to define route set interface. Step 3, we need to configure crypto IPv2 keying. This is optional. If you have certificate server, you can use USCA server to authenticate FlashVPN router. But I don't have certificate server, that's why I will use PreShare. So I need to configure crypto IPv2 keying. Under IPv2 keying, we need to define PR address and PreShare. That's it. Step 4, we need to configure crypto IPv2 profile. This is mandatory. You must configure IPv2 profile. And IPv2 profile, you need to identify remote address, authentication method, so on and so forth. Step 5, you need to configure crypto IPsec profile. Under IPsec profile, you need to define IPv2 profiling. Finally, you need to configure interface virtual template on your hub routers. Okay. For the sport router, you need to configure interface telnet interface and virtual template interface. To communicate with hub router, you must configure telnet interface. Spoke-to-spoke communication, you must configure virtual template interface. Final step is routing protocol. I choose BGP for this topology. Okay, let's get started. I will start R2 hub router. Let's see, this is hub office network. This interface is connected to ISP routers. Our IP address is 100.0.12.2. We need to configure default to communicate sport router NVMe IP address. I already configured default pointing to ISP IP address. ISP IP address is 100.0.12.1. Loop 0. This is our local area network. Okay. Loop 1. This is VPN address. When we configure interface budget template. We need to use ID and number to assign ID address on our budget template interface because budget template will clone budget access interface. If we assign ID address manually on our budget template interface, clone interface, budget access interface cannot be cloned from budget access budget template interface. That's why we need to assign ID address on budget template using ID and number command. This is by VPN address 192.168.255.0/24. Okay. Okay. Now I will configure step 1 travel if you configure travel if is better to identify travel is configured or not. Do show run by session AAH. No AA new model. I will enable travel it AAA new model. Okay. Step 1, we need to configure AAA authorization method list, AAA authorization network. You can define the name plus network. We don't have a standard Travel server. That's why I will use locate Travel server locate. Finish step 1. I will continue step 2. Step 2, we need to configure IQ authorization policy. Under IQ authorization, we need to define route set interface, match address isolate, and pool name, so on. So I will configure authorization policy name, AAA authorization policy, crypto IQ authorization policy, you can define the names plus authorization. In this case, if you are planning to configure ID address manually on your sport router, you don't need to define pool. There's 2 options to assign ID address on your sport router. One is static ID, one is dynamic ID. If you want to configure static ID address on your sport routers, you don't need to define pool and the authorization policy. In this case, I will use dynamic ID address on our sport router. That's why I will use locate pool. I will use locate pool and I will configure locate pool to provide ID address on your sport routers. Half will provide ID address on the sport routers. Okay. Proof. I will configure locate pool later. Suppose. Okay. And whenever we configure the name, it's better to use capital letters because we can identify this is name or this is command. So whenever I configure the name, I will use capital letter. Whenever you see capital letter, this is name, not command. Okay, so is name. Pool names. I will configure pool later. Okay. Remote address. We need to configure remote address. Route set interface. IQ authorization policy plus OAuth. Okay. route set interface. If you don't want to use dynamic routing protocol on FlashVPN network, you need to configure SLAs to exchange route information. And then you need to define your SLA under authorized policy. If we do authorization policy, route set SLAs. But I'm planning to use dynamic routing protocol BGP on this network. So I don't configure route set SLA. Okay? To show run by session crypto IKv2. Okay. Crypto IKv2 authorization policy plus underscore order. This is name. Who spoke? I will configure local pool right now. Route set interface. IB local pool. Suppose 192.168.255.3 and 192.168.255.254. Spoke will provide this IP address. Have will provide this IP address for the spoke dynamic interface. Okay. When we configure dynamic interface on our spoke, I will use IP address negotiator command under dynamic interface to get IP address from Have. Have is ready to provide IP address right now. Okay. Now we finish step 2. Step 3. We need to configure crypto IKv2 keyring. In this case, if you have certificate server, you can use your certificate server to authenticate FlashVPN router. But I don't have certificate server, so I will use pre-share key. Crypto IKv2 keyring AMS keyring. Okay. You need to define pre-share key, and you need to define remote address and IKv2 keyring. Here's a spoke plus VPN spoke. Plus VPN spoke. Address any. Because we have so many spoke routers, so have need to handle so many spoke routers. We cannot know which address trying to communicate with have router, so we need to define any. Okay. Pre-share key. You need to define pre-share key because you don't have certificate server. Pre-share key. AMS key. This is key. AMS underscore keyring. This is a keyring name. This is key. We will use this key between FlashVPN routers. Okay. Now we finish step 3. Step 3. Step 4. It's time to configure crypto IKv2 profile. Under crypto IKv2 profile, you need to identify remote address, authentication method, and so on and so forth. Okay. Is it? Crypto IKv2 EMS underscore pro. Look at remote authentication method. You must define. Okay. Match identity. Now we are using pre-share key, so you need to define keyring name and IKv2 profile. Okay. Match identity remote address. Match identity remote address. Any. Okay. Authentication. Look at authentication method and remote authentication method as pre-share key because we don't have certificate server. Okay. authentication local pre-chef, authentication remote pre-chef. You need to define keyring name under this step. Okay, keyring name is AMS underscore keyring, AMS underscore keyring, keyring local, AMS underscore keyring. And you need to define all AA travel A authorization policy and travel A authorization network. So AAA authorization, AA authorization group, pre-check key, list name, plus or that, and plus BDM. Okay, plus underscore BDM, plus underscore network, plus or task. Okay, show run by session, crypto, plus underscore or that, and plus underscore or that, show run by session EEF, plus underscore network, and plus underscore network. Okay, now this is step 4. Now we finish step 4. Step 5. We need to configure crypto ID set profile. Under crypto ID set profile, you need to define your iVidoo profile. Okay. Crypto ID set profile. ID set pro. Set iVidoo profile. Set iVidoo profile. AMS underscore proof. Finish. Now we already finished about iVidoo. Now it's time to configure Bajua template on our HEP router. I will save here as part 1.